Hi everyone. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most common and damaging cyber threats affecting individuals, businesses, and governments around the world: ransomware. Ransomware attacks have disrupted hospitals, fuel pipelines, schools, and even local governments. These attacks can lock organizations out of their own systems and demand payment in exchange for restoring access. In this video, I'll explain what ransomware is, how it spreads, how attackers get into systems, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself. Ransomware is a type of malicious software, also known as malware, that blocks access to a computer system or encrypts files until a ransom is paid. Most ransomware attacks follow three main stages. First is infection, where the attacker gains initial access to the system. This often happens through phishing emails or by exploiting software vulnerabilities. Second is encryption, where the malware locks files or entire systems so the victim can no longer access their data. Finally comes extortion, where the attacker demands payment, often in cryptocurrency, in exchange for a decryption key or to prevent the stolen data from being released publicly. Attackers typically gain access to systems through three main weaknesses. The first is weak passwords. Reused or simple passwords can be easily guessed or stolen in data breaches. The second is unpatched software. When systems are not updated regularly, attackers can exploit known vulnerabilities to gain access. The third is social engineering. This involves manipulating users into revealing credentials or running malicious files without realizing it. Many ransomware attacks succeed because they combine these techniques. Ransomware spreads through several common attack methods. One of the most common methods is malicious downloads. This can include infected email attachments, fake software updates, or downloads from compromised websites. Another major method is phishing emails. Attackers send messages designed to look legitimate, tricking users into clicking links or opening files that install ransomware. A third method involves compromised credentials. If attackers obtain stolen passwords or access to remote systems, they can deploy ransomware directly inside an organization's network. Ransomware attacks have caused significant disruption across multiple industries. For example, ransomware has targeted critical infrastructure, including fuel distribution systems. In some cases, these attacks have caused supply shortages and major financial losses. Healthcare organizations have also been heavily targeted. Hospitals forced offline by ransomware attacks can experience delay in patient care and disruptions that impact public safety. Studies show that majority of ransomware incidents begin with phishing emails or compromised credentials. Preventing ransomware requires strong cybersecurity practices. One of the most important steps is to regularly patch and update systems. Software updates fix known vulnerabilities that attackers often exploit. Another critical measure is strong authentication. Using multi-factor authentication and strong password policies helps prevent unauthorized access. Organizations that consistently maintain these security practices significantly reduce their risk of ransomware attacks. Several cybersecurity tools play a key role in defending against ransomware. Firewalls and VPNs help protect networks from unauthorized access and limit exposure to external threats. Endpoint detection and response tools monitor devices for suspicious behavior and can detect ransomware activity early in an attack. Password managers also help strengthen security by generating and storing unique, complex passwords for different accounts. Together, these tools create multiple layers of defense. Technology alone cannot stop ransomware. Employees and users are often the first line of defense against cyber threats. Security awareness training helps people recognize phishing emails, suspicious links, and social engineering attempts. Organizations that invest in ongoing training significantly reduce risk behavior and prevent many ransomware attacks before they begin. This concept is often referred to as building a human firewall. Even with strong security controls, organizations must be prepared to respond quickly if an attack occurs. An effective incident response plan typically includes 4 steps. First is identify, detecting ransomware activity through monitoring alerts or unusual system behavior. Second is contain, isolating infected devices to prevent the malware from spreading. Third is eradicate, removing malicious files and disabling compromised accounts. Finally, organizations recover by restoring systems from secure backups and verifying the integrity of their data. Ransomware attacks continue to evolve. One growing trend is double extortion, where attackers steal sensitive data before encrypting systems. Even if the ransom is paid, attackers may still threaten to leak the stolen information. Another emerging risk comes from the Internet of Things devices, such as smart home systems and connected devices, which can introduce new vulnerabilities. Attackers are also beginning to use artificial intelligence to automate attacks, generate more convincing phishing messages, and identify system weaknesses faster. Individuals can also take important steps to protect themselves from ransomware. First, keep devices updated by installing software and security updates regularly. Second, use strong passwords and enable multi-factor authentication whenever possible. Third, back up important files, either offline or in secure cloud storage. And finally, stay alert to phishing emails and scams, avoiding clicking suspicious links or downloading unexpected attachments. Sometimes ransomware attacks are stopped before they can cause damage. For example, an attacker may send a phishing email disguised as an invoice containing a malicious attachment. If security tools detect the threat and the employee reports the suspicious email before opening it, the attack can be blocked. In cases like this, organizations avoid data loss and operational disruption. Ransomware continues to impact governments, businesses, critical infrastructure, and residents across New Jersey and around the world. Reducing risk requires a combination of strong cybersecurity practices, public awareness, and quick reporting of cyber incidents. If you believe you have been targeted by ransomware or another cybercrime, incidents can be reported to the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center at ic3.gov. You can also stay informed by following alerts and advisories from the New Jersey Cybersecurity and Communications Integration Cell. Cybersecurity is a shared responsibility, and awareness is the first step in staying protected.